Welcome to the video Arm Wrestling fans. We have for the second time a very special elite guest, Engin Terzi. How are you doing, sir?
I got COVID about 2 weeks ago and still don't feel good. I don't know if it is still COVID or something else. I don't know. I'm not feeling good. I tried to train 3 times, but after every training, I was just like, I had to go to bed and hours to sleep. Something is wrong, but I don't know what it is. I know I should rest, but I have a super match with John on March 18. It's already very hard one, and I'm heavily underdog. And then now COVID and can't train, so I just try to push myself to train, but I don't know how it's gonna be.
And also you have a huge event to promote as well. Like you are almost
Yeah,
single-handedly promoting that event.
yeah, yeah.
So
It is very hard, it just mentally hard, very. And when you are like this, you are even having normally my maths and everything is good, but now I can't even count the numbers and something is wrong. I'm like, I can't focus, but I have to do it. I still have about 9 days for the first guests to arrive. So hopefully I will be fine and I will organize the event as I promised. Sorry.
yeah, sure, Engin. So we are here today to discuss not particularly all the matches, but Engin Terzi as a promoter. Like in other sports, bigger sports like in UFC, everyone kind of knows what Dana White is all about. In WWE, people know what Vince McMahon is all about. Like they know the promoters, the guys that are making things run. But in arm wrestling, nobody knows Steve Kaplan. Nobody really knows the core sport guys. Nobody really knows what Engin Terzi is going through trying to promote an event. So I wanted to highlight the promoter side of this event. And what is your experience in trying to promote such a huge event, the biggest arm wrestling card that we have ever seen?
I mean, it's not the first time I have organized, like in Istanbul, I have organized Arsen Liliev, Travis Bagent, John Brzenk, Arsen Liliev, and some of Yanis Amolin's matches, Pascal Girard matches. After that, Krasimir Kostadinov, John Brzenk, and Sarah Beckman, Egle Whitekute, Carolina Peterson, Victoria Ilyushinov. These are, I'm talking about 10 years or even before that. I have organized many events, but, only last year during the pandemic, I organized 3 events here. 3 events, one in March, one in April, and then in June, it was even bigger with all those Matt Mask, Hermes Gasparini, Tartashing, Zoloev, Sarah Beckman, Drieva, many other matches, Kitowski, Bojidar, and many other matches, I versus Arthur. It was a mistake, to compete while organizing. That is why this time I didn't prepare to, organize a match for myself. It is already stressful. I'm already old enough. I can't handle both, at the same time, the stress. It doesn't leave me any energy for my competition. For my competition, I need to just focus whatever, I'm gonna do. Here, you need to just hotel, podium, take them to there, here, sponsors, and so it is bad idea to organize and compete. So I don't really consider myself as an organizer. Like I I like being arm master better. So what is um the motivation behind this organization is not the claim of being an organizer, but it is a love for the sport and for the community that whenever I see that, they are happy, they can't wait to, see the event. I see them, every time I set another match, they are like, wow, it's great. I'm like, okay, I should do one more, one more. If it was up to me, if my other um, uh, friends who are helping me, Herman Stevens, Joshua, Augustine Grant, Raimons, the Epians, if they didn't stop me, probably we would be watching like 25 matches. But it would take way too long. It's already long. It will be minimum 4 hours. So but if I organize again, it will not be this much. Maximum there will be 5-6 matches because it is kind of I don't know, too stressful, too big. That's what I realize.
So guys, if you are in a hurry, so do two things first before leaving this video. Please subscribe to Engin's channel. Link will be in the description. And number two, please purchase the pay-per-view. $10 only on coresports.world. And it is literally the biggest arm wrestling card that we have ever seen. Anybody has ever seen. More than 15 high-level elite arm wrestling matches just for $10. You will never get an opportunity like that again. So again, I wanted to know what goes into promoting an arm wrestling event, like starting from trying to decide the matches, then calling the athletes, booking flights. What are the troubles that generally an organizer has to face?
For me, it is, I don't know, easy. When I say easy, when someone else, like I hear that, it's not that easy to come to a deal or something. But whenever I ask that those high level athletes, would you come? They're like, yes. And then I said, okay, this is the offer. Yes. And then they don't even ask for a guarantee, anything. Many of them, will buy their own tickets to come here, and then I will pay them. You understand? So there is a huge thing which is called trust. They don't, once I say, they don't question further. And that is not something that they are naive or something. It is because something that is gained through decades. They know it. You understand? If I tell them, they don't doubt it. And I would prefer to lose my own money than losing anyone's trust. Many people donated the t-shirts. T-shirts are now, getting ready. And then, we will start shipping right after the event. We will start because they need to be signed. And then, so, we will be carefully shipping them. And then I hope there is to New Zealand, to Australia, to America. We will be shipping all of them, and and then hopefully everything will be okay. For me is the trust of each single person is very, very important. I as I said, I would rather lose so much money than one person is saying something negative.
About the promotions, like you get to make a lot of connections as well. This is, I believe, could be a really good part. Like even during this event, you could have gotten in contact with a lot of arm wrestlers that you would have rarely talked with before. So I think this is also a good part of promoting an event. And you were talking about trust. Maybe this is one really good reason that why you should consider yourself not only as an arm wrestler but a promoter as well. Like arm wrestling needs promoters like you who can get matches set up just on trust as quickly as you can.
Yeah, for me, like, I will only be happy if I don't lose any money that normally I should be spending on my family. If there is no gain or something, I'm okay with it. But even if I lose, I try to do something, and we will see how much the community will support. And then if there is not enough support and I lose, and then I cannot continue because I'm not a millionaire or something. And so, at least I will be having a good memory that I did this service to the an unforgettable event, to the arm wrestling community. I like to write history. I am, for me, those kind of spiritual things more important than the material things. Next time, if I do it, if I don't lose lots of money, if I do it, it will not be 16 matches. Yeah, maybe 5, 6 matches, still very high level, very
Yeah.
high level. And probably the expenses will be probably still more than half, because high level matches are the ones that are really costly ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. There are some
And
matches,
yeah.
they are not that costly, and some matches are very costly. And if I organize, I will do like high level matches. This is what I plan at least. But this event is also good, you know, to be a base for the other organizations to see who is where, which level. Many questions will be answered by this event. Like, for example, if King of the Table wants to do something for the future, they will also see this event, and then they will say, oh, this guy, oh, that guy, you understand? So it is better for them to pick the athletes while they are actually competing than sitting at home since the uh, COVID pandemic started. So this is going to be a good base. Like, for example, same like Derek Smith versus Tim Bresnan. I mean, we saw it. We saw where Derek is, and then, oh, okay, Derek is that level. So now he is a good candidate for the, maybe if I organize next East versus West. You know what I mean? Yeah. So these are good events to be base for all other organizations.
So till now, everyone used to say that over the past 2 years, because of pandemic, nobody knows who's at what level. And after this event, since about more than 30 arm wrestlers are competing, that phrase would be gone forever. Like we would kind of know where everyone is sitting right now after pandemic, where is what everyone's level is at right now. So again, you were mentioning about
Yeah.
if you don't make enough money, if you don't like break even, if you have some losses, you may not do that again in future, because that money could be spent on your family. Neil Pickup mentioned the exact same thing. I saw a video yesterday on Voice of Arm Wrestling, Raymond Lipin's channel. Neil was saying the same thing. If I don't break even this time, if I have some losses this time, I may not do that once again. And because that money could do great things for my sons, for my family. And there is one thing that I don't like about this, and of course it is everyone's decision, and I'm not even experienced enough to comment on this, but this is just my guess. Neil Pickup has always been saying that, oh, I'm not doing this for profit, I'm not doing this for profit. Then he's talking about losses. So my belief is that since the day one, you are, if you're thinking that
Listen, profit, making profit and not losing money are different things.
yeah, but
Yeah,
they
it is
but
different. To not to make money is, for me, more than fine. I
yes,
mean, I love it. I love to serve. But whenever, if you are spending your own that normally should go to your responsibilities, then we talking about something different, my friends.
yeah, this is what I was saying, that what if from day one organizers have the approach that I want to make profit from this, maybe then they would able to be break even, then they will not have losses. But if day one you,
It is not up to us. It is if the community supports, of course it can happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was saying, like you were saying that it is up to the community to support the event. I was not able to convey my message clearly. I still believe it is also up to the promoter if he wants to make profit. Like if you wanted to make profit from this event, would you have looked for more sponsors in this event?
I mean, we try, but I mean, like Red Bull, I just get the message. They said they can be sponsored, but they will only give drinks to the people who will be in the venue. You know what I mean? But I'm just thinking it's still a good idea. You know why? Because Red Bull is an international company, very big company. Arm wrestling to be together with Red Bull, we will only benefit. Even you don't get any cash from them, but when they look at it, when they watch it, so next time you can show, when you look at for the sponsor, you can say, look at, even Red Bull was here. So you bring arm wrestling and Red Bull together. You should not think only cash. You understand? Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, Red Bull to sponsor my event without paying money benefits me more than Red Bull.
right, definitely. And it also
Yeah.
adds value to the, like, for the normal viewers, when they see Red Bull tags on the, maybe on the table and on the background, it adds value to the
Yes,
event.
yes, it will.
Yes. I was I was at a nationals event in 2019 in my country, Delhi. It was, so there was a similar company, Monster Energy. That event was sponsored by Monster Energy, and at that time we thought that they may have paid them some cash as well. But right now, since you are telling me that they were only
They did
providing
the same thing.
this,
They did the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah, same thing. Till now, till
Yeah.
now, I was thinking that they may have provided some cash as well. But now, since you are telling me, now my mind is clicking. It was the drinks only.
Yeah,
So
but we talk with the other friends that organizing together. We said, is it good thing, bad thing? We said it's a good thing, Yeah. And there will be some supplement company, a little bit also sporting, but it is not even 3% of the cost. You understand? I mean, unfortunately, arm wrestling doesn't have so many products to, you understand, to have to advertise. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I mean, we need some products, to like there are, we talk about bodybuilding, we're talking about countless nutrition companies, right? Yeah, supplement companies, yeah. But when you think about arm wrestling, the industry, the money that is going around because of arm wrestling stuff is not there. So it is why it is very hard to find sponsor. And maybe if arm wrestling started to be more popular on social media, YouTube, even more, it's getting popular, then maybe people will sponsor just because millions of people all around the world are watching. I don't know. Listen, I'm not a businessman. I have no idea at all. If you just tell me, Engin, tell us about arm wrestling, I will tell you from A to Z everything. But if you tell about the like money, sponsor, this and that, I will be like, okay, I don't know. I'm terrible about it. Sorry, yeah.
and these are the things that really excite me. And I think that the biggest piece of real estate, biggest opportunity for promoting that we have, is the front part of the table, like the tabletop, that much piece of equipment. Maybe some
Yeah,
companies,
we will do it. We will do it.
yeah, WL also used to do that when Devon Light was knocking those promoting boards down when he was trying to beat Michael Todd.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
mean,
about,
we will do it.
you will easily get over 1 million views. And these are the things that we need to approach the promoters with. Like, hey, this is our event, and these are the big names. John Brzenk, Devon Laird, half of them guys are on Wikipedia. They have a Wikipedia page, big social media presence, and combined views that you are going to be getting is in millions. Easily, that event would easily get millions of views. Okay, and before we end this video, I want you to share your 5 matches that you think are the biggest attraction for the viewers, for the fans of arm wrestling from your event. Only
You
five
are
matches.
gonna ask me prediction?
No, not prediction. Just name the 5 matches that you think are going to bring in the largest numbers, most number of fans to buy this pay-per-view to watch the event.
Yeah, but don't you think that as an organizer, for me to mention this will
I was
upset the guys that who are not going to be mentioned in top five?
No, it's just
I
about
I I
popularity.
I, I respect, but I mean, like made an order of the matches for the live broadcasting. You may have some ideas from there.
Right. The main event, co-main event, after that.
I mean, like for me, John Brzenk versus
Zoloev.
Haji Murat Zoloev. In my book, we're talking about like two of the gods. Of course, there is only one greatest of all times, which is John Brzenk. But Haji Murat Zoloev is one of the greatest ever. He is right there. If not number two, maybe number three, whatever. He's right there. Talking about a guy that winning 2003 wars and then going all the way winning 2019 Worlds, and this year to taking second. You know, this guy has won. I mean, against all the best guys, and like, and people needs to understand that WAF, especially between um, 55 to 90 kg, is by far the hardest event in the world. After 90 kg, it's divided. Some in piles, some in wires, some is there, some is there, and some in WAF, still WAF. But when you go to up to 90 kg, so what I try to tell you, what Zoloev did is incredible to win in that event. WAF, started 70, he won 70, went up to 75, and won 80, and then won 85 and 90. I mean, this guy, incredible, incredible. Many of the guys that, people admire like crazy, they have come and didn't even win that WAF event. So this guy, for winning not near, but 16 years, 2003, 2019, of course, there are a few losses in between. It's very normal, but he was very dominant. And this guy is going to pull John Brzenk, the greatest arm wrestler ever by far. And this event on the scale is very, 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 very heavy, heavy. It means more than a super match for me. Yeah, it is not only a super match. You know what I mean, right? It
Right.
is something different. Yeah, it has some historical weight. You know, it is like if you could bring George Foreman and Muhammad Ali to box, or if you can bring, I mean, Mike Tyson, but if he was still very good, you understand? And in of course in boxing, it's not possible to be competitive at the highest level when they come to the age of even Hajimura, 37 years old. It's not that easy for a boxer. It needs a lot of you know uh, endurance. But yeah, I think this match is very, 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 very important, and this is the most important match. I am not going to hide that one. I don't care if anyone gets offended or not. If John Brzenk is pulling Hajimura Zoloev, no matter what, this event is very, very, like, maybe Devon Larat versus Levan will have more attention, but not from the point of view that I'm looking at the Hajimura versus Zoloev, because the Levan doesn't have such history to be counted like for decades, or, like, you understand, best. Of course he's on his way, but not yet. Understand?
Right.
And Devon, one of the best heavyweights, super heavyweights in the history. And I think that if he's in top 10, in my opinion, if he beats Levan, then I think that he will be top three, if beating, Levan. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's just what I wanted to say.
So you mentioned one match of the John Brzenk match. Others can be Michael Todd. Michael Todd, easily the top 10 most famous arm wrestlers of the world. Easily. I do
Yeah,
not have
yeah,
any doubt about that. So
for
Michael Todd can also be there. Prudnik is also a really big name.
Michael Todd versus Genadi is also probably the most exciting match of the card. Understand? It is the most exciting. Whenever I look at them, I see two warriors, and whenever I look at their last match, previous matches, Michael versus Devon and Genadi versus Hermes, they didn't look how they usually look. And I think that right now they can't afford to lose two matches in a row, as Hermes couldn't afford after he lost to Kutesha. And I think that, Michael is very popular, and if he is planning to, I mean, reach to very top, this is what he is targeting. He openly says this. And he is, I mean, he can't, he is, I think he has big plans to set some very important match, end of this year or something, you know. But if he loses this one, then people will not really have faith in him. Like if he can't beat Genadi, people will not believe that, you know, he can beat the one or something. This is my opinion. And also Genadi, you know, he wasn't aggressive, you know, and like he wasn't the Genadi that we know. But I talked with him. He looked very dedicated, and I think he's coming to what scares me is not what I saw last time in these guys. What scares me, the potential of these guys, the potential. And this is the perfect time for them to reach to their potential limits because they can't afford. Understand? If these guys will continue to be counted amongst the like very best ones, then they can't afford to lose. You know, if any of them loses, then they will lose. I'm not talking about, of course, they will continue and then they will compete, you know, but they will not be counted. The one that loses will not be counted near top five.
Okay.
I mean, if you see that, you know, this is the biggest. I mean, I will not be like. I mean, it is because it's my event that I don't want to talk. But I have been part of arm wrestling for 30 years. I have never seen such a card before. Never seen. And people may not understand all those guys because I look at some of the pages on Facebook. All they know is just 3-4 arm wrestlers, and then the everything is cycling around 3-4 names. You know, like there is no one else. This is just like illusion. You know, I mean, like look at the match, Betkili versus Oleg. I mean, are you joking me? You know, like look at the Morozov, Prudnik, touching Sonev. You know, Sonev just beat Bogoslov from Russia recently, 110 kilo Bogoslov, and he's gonna pull Todd Hutchings. I mean, it can't get any better than this one.
Yeah. And your events are also doing a great job in introducing the European arm wrestlers to the Western and Asian arm wrestling community, arm wrestling fans. Like before the 2020 event, I think very few people knew who Bojidar was, who Daniel Prokopchuk was. And after that event, like everyone is talking about them right now. Like almost all the world knows them. So this is also a great job that your event is doing. And my request, yes,
people need to, sorry for cutting you, but
no, no,
people
no.
need to understand. Listen, like who are the most famous boxers and most money maker in boxing and kickboxing or UFC?
Most, I
I
think
will tell
the
you,
Conor
the
McGregor was,
most money is made by Mayweather.
yeah,
Yeah. And
Mayweather.
what's the Mayweather's weight?
Lightweight, maybe
70
100,
kilo.
yeah, 170 pounds, something like that.
Yeah,
165.
70 kilo. And what, when you think of last a few years, which match was the most important UFC match? McGregor versus
Versus
Khabib.
Khabib, yeah.
Yeah. And then who is the most popular, you know, guy is McGregor. What are those guys' weight?
Same,
70 kilo.
70.
Yeah. So I think that, you know, what I'm talking about boxing and UFC, talking about the most famous and most money involved combat sports, physical combat sports I'm talking about. The boxing and UFC came to the level of understanding the character, personality, quality of the athletes more than that size, you know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Arm wrestling still didn't reach there. They just look at it, which one is the biggest guy? This is the biggest guy. Okay, that's the best. You understand? But it is not, because those sports have some experience, UFC, boxing. And then as you see, the guys that takes the most attention, most famous ones, the guys that make him most money is those light guys. I'm not saying it has to be light guys. It can be heavyweight guys too. But there is no rule that the big guy is the best guy. It is illusion. You know, whenever, I mean, you look at Oleg Zhokh, the things that he did. I mean, if it was a little bit straight started, you know, he was even beating Devon that day. When he pulled Devon, he was pulling probably 3 weight classes. He was 75 kilo, 90 and heavyweight. He pulled with Pushkar. You look at those training videos, Res Sardakian versus like Devon and some other lightweight guys with the heavyweight guys. Zoloev has killed many of the heavyweight guys. So of course that, you know, it is not possible that, you know, a 70, 80 kilo guy to beat Levan or Laletin or something. It's impossible. But you need to not to look at only by the size of it. Just look at whenever, I mean, 70 kilo, 75 kilo, 80 kilo, 85, 90 kilo WAF. I mean, I can just sit and watch hours, you know, because I understand from arm wrestling. I see all that well-roundness, that speed, the quality, the smoothness in the transition, the table IQ. I see it, you know, I see it. That's what I enjoy. Just because one guy has 60 something bicep and I look at it, oh, wow, how great it is, because the bicep is 60 something, you know, or the guy is just 2 meters and, you know, his weight is 140 or 150 or 120. It doesn't impress me. I think that the arm wrestling community, the new fans, which are majority right now, they are still new to the sport, and that is what they are attracted for now. I think there will be a time they will come to the same point that, you know, boxing and UFC fans have reached. Maybe it's not right time now, but it will come to that point. More they will watch, more they will understand, and then at least they will not ignore such a great guys, such great guys like Bojidar that you were mentioning, you know.
Right. But I mean, since you mentioned the lightweights, Conor and Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather was the highest paid athlete for many years. And I think in 2020, Conor McGregor was also the highest paid athlete in the world. But we cannot overlook one factor, that those two guys are equally good on the microphone, their talking skills as well, compared to their performance in the ring. That is also a biggest factor in their popularity and in their fame.
Yeah, but there are guys in the lightweights as well, you know, like Habib. Habib is like normally quiet, respectful guy. He's not, the only time that he turned on, it's because when Conor provocated him, but he was still great. So don't tell me
people
that.
also love to hear Habib also on the microphone when he speaks. People love to hear that.
Yeah, but he doesn't talk like trash talking or something. He's at least even against the trash talking. He says this is UFC, this is fighting, this is not trash talking place. I can show you the video when he said this. The only time that he turned on, because McGregor just disrespecting family, country, religion, and things like that, he turned on, you know. He could turn on any other guy, you know. But what I'm just saying is what made Habib great is not trash talking. It's because he's successful. So what I'm just saying that there are a lot of good trash talking guys in heavyweights as well. So what I'm just saying that I am not saying that lightweight should be watched and paid attention, but not the heavyweights. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that look for quality wherever you find them, either lightweight or middleweight or the super heavyweight. They are everywhere. Don't be like, you know, only super heavyweight, super heavyweight, super heavyweight, and then, oh, what's this lightweight guys? You know, it's huge disrespect. You know, those guys are great guys. You know, they deserve the same respect that heavyweights deserve. They are minimum. I can tell you the lightweights, middleweights are compare, not person to person, but generally, if you compare, usually better arm wrestlers than the super heavyweight guys.
Yeah, and more number also, because throughout the world, lightweight guys are more in number compared to heavyweight guys.
Yeah, that is why. Also, the because of that high level competition, is just making them crazy. Like when you look at the super heavyweights, many of those guys are divided. Travis doesn't pull anywhere. He's not contracted. In the wild, there was some athletes. There was Pile, some athletes. Some come to WAF, and these guys never meet each other. But when you talk about the best lightweights, you can find within the same WAF championships. You will see those 30 guys, and then 15 of them are like to be possible medalists. It's all up to the draw. They just like crazy war there, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, so like imagine that 20 lightweight guys are competing in the same category, and it's crazy, crazy talent there. Those Kazakhs and Russians and Georgians and Ukrainian and Latvian, the Bulgarian, Turkish guy, and this and that. And there is only one gold medalist is there. But whenever you look at some other super heavyweights, some is world champion, some
Mhm.
is high champion, some of is WAF champion, and they never meet each other. How about you put all the best heavyweights to compete against each other every year, one world event? Most of them will not even have one world title. Just put Devon, put Levan, put Michael Todd, put Dave Chappie, to put Jerry Cadoret, put Laletin, put Rubin, and all other guys, Kurdesha. This is how it is in WAF. When Zoloev is winning a WAF Wars, he's winning such a category. But these guys that I mentioned, they never meet each other. So one wins there, one wins there, one wins there, everyone is winning. But if they would compete the same event once a year, world championships, talking about those 16 guys, every year one of them will win only. And many of them will finish a career without one single world title. You know what I mean?
I understand.
That's the truth. Yeah.
That's a great point, actually. So, again, you have done a great job in promoting this event. And since you have gotten sick over past couple of weeks, we have seen that you are not frequently uploading YouTube videos. So it kind of becomes, I think, our responsibility to promote this event now. My request would also be to the athletes who are competing in this event. If they are watching, please, even if you do not have any social media account or YouTube channel, at least post on your Facebook the links to the pay-per-view, the screenshots, the posters of the event. At least post them and help Engin promote this event. And it could also mean a lot. All of that small things adds up to make a large impact. So before we close this
Yeah.
video, Engin, any final words for the viewers?
I just wanted to say that the reason that I'm not, uploading videos, I am like literally dying last 2 weeks, because of COVID. Even today, I told you that I couldn't, but you just said like it's less than 20 minutes. And so, I consider you as a friend, and that is why, I'm here right now. And you are the guy that who encouraged me to post videos on YouTube. And so that is why I can't. It's not because I don't want to like continue to promote the event. I still try to continue. If you realize that I post like if you see no video, but a lot of picture posting on YouTube picture or the poll or something, it's much easier than 1 hour on the video. But still, we did one the other day with Zoloev, and one
Zoloev.
before with those ladies, with Fia, Angie, and Anna.
Anna.
Rebecca couldn't come; she was ill. Yeah. So I mean, I still in such condition trying to promote the event, and thank you very much. And I kind of see you as a glue. You are a new guy for the community, and you are a new guy, but you are smart, and you, for someone who is not like world level athlete, your opinions are, to me, sense making. And when I say glue, I mean you are trying to promote everything and everyone who is trying to serve arm wrestling. And I see you a very necessary part of the community in short time. And first we met, I didn't like you, but then later we chat privately. We most of the things, misunderstandings usually happen in this world because of not knowing each other. And more we meet, and more I think we respect each other. And I say I think I respect you, not that I think I respect you, but I said just respect each other. I'm talking behalf of you. That's why I say I think. And so thank you for what you are doing, and just continue being yourself. If there is any part that I disagree with you about the things that you do, as you know, I would tell you only privately. Like, remember I was telling you that some people may have different psychology, may think this way today, but with a different
Mhm.
psychology. Like today you lose, you have very negative thoughts, and this you may say something, and then some months later you recover, and then I said recover, you recover physically, mentally, spiritually, and then you again believe in yourself. You may think this is contradiction, but sometimes it is how it is. It is not because they are delusional or something, but it is if you really want to be a world level athlete with high, real big dreams, you really have to believe. Uh, maybe you are right. Maybe if you just said something different, and if you had a bad loss, maybe until you prove again, maybe you should be quiet, and then talk only after backing what you are trying to fulfill. But some people may be different. Maybe some people need support from the followers, and then that is why they need to talk that way. And then you know what I mean. We talk privately.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much, Pradeep. Yeah, just be yourself and be part of the community. You're doing great job, my friend.
Thank you, man. I can't even tell you that how much that those words mean to me. Uh,
I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it. Everyone who knows me knows that I wouldn't say something that I don't believe.
Thanks, man. And before we end this video, guys, 12th February, East versus West 2. Links will be in the description. Thank you again.
Yep. You take care, my friend. You take care.
Bye.
Yeah.